Me, Billy. Plus 11 years.
Billy, huh? How'd you get in here anyway?
Same way I always got in. I spent a lot of time here you never knew about.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. You used to work for me. And you stole some money from my safe.
Yeah, but not the way you stole. You're pretty good at foreclosing on mortgages, ain't you? You and your fancy banker friends.
We better let the sheriff handle this.
You move and I'll gut shoot you right where you stand, Chisholm.
Chisholm? Look, what are you after? Money? Well, there's no money here.
Of course not. You wouldn't be stupid enough to keep $100,000 here. But we both do know where it is. Only you're gonna be too dead to care. You stole my woman's house. You put my boy out into the street.
Look, put that gun down and listen to me.
But worst of all is you killed John Tunstall.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Will you look at me? My name is McCann.
I saw him, Chisholm. I saw him laying there in the desert, face staring right into the sun.
Will you look at me? My name is McCann, not Chisholm.
I'm gonna give you the same fair chance that I'm gonna give Big Casino. You can draw anytime you want. Anytime. Draw, Chisholm.
Look, I don't even have a gun.
Now you do. And you got 5 seconds to use it.
Will you look at me? My name is McCann, not Chisholm. Owen McCann. Look, boy, I never killed anybody.
You reach now, or you're a dead man. Reach. Reach.
He just kept rambling on, calling me Chisholm. He said that I was responsible for killing somebody named Tunstall.
John Tunstall?
Yeah. Do you know him?
Well, not exactly. He was a friend of Billy the Kid.
You know, Chisholm was one of the old cattle kings. They say he had a lot to do with the shooting of Tunstall. What else did he tell you?
He said I foreclosed on his wife's house.
You're on the board of directors of the Cattleman's Bank, aren't you?
You know, Dobbs' wife's house was taken over by the bank. Sure. What else?
Something about $100,000, and we both know where it is.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. The bank brings in quite a bit of cash this time of the year. Mostly by train from Oklahoma City and Dallas. That could be upwards of $100,000.
I see. Listen, there's one more thing, Owen. We have the gun that Billy Dobbs gave you to use. As a matter of fact, it's at the lab now being dusted for fingerprints. But did you get a good look at the one he used?
Oh, yeah, I sure did. It was a small Frontier Colt.
Pearl handle, 41 caliber?
Yeah, could be. You know, that kid pulled that trigger 3, 4, 5 times. That gun must have misfired at least twice.
You were lucky.
Yeah, lucky.
Okay, Owen, thank you very much. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that about ties it up. Must be the same man.
I just got the report from the lab, Sam.
Yeah?
The prints of Billy Dobbs and the slug they took out of McCann was homemade. Guess he's got a reloading press, huh?
Hey, John.
That accounts for your misfires. Kid was using a lead mold and didn't crib his casings tight enough.
Hey, Rudy, I want you to contact the state prison. See if you can get me an appointment with a staff psychiatrist sometime this afternoon. And call the Cattleman's Bank. I want a list of every train that's bringing cash into this area.
I'll take care of it, Sam.
You think he tried to hold up a train?
What would you do if you were Billy the Kid?
Well, it's a very interesting question. I mean, does Billy Dobbs really think that he's Billy the Kid? And I don't know. I mean, I might have seen the beginnings of paranoid schizophrenia in Billy, but just basically, see, what I feel is that Billy is quarreling with his environment that is the exact and true one.
Seeing what he wants to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For instance, when he came here, he was a very rough boy. He was in fights. He was mixed up in beatings. As a matter of fact, he spent more time in the individual confinement, that's what we call solitary, than any other prisoner that we have here. Then, all of a sudden, this boy starts to read.
Books about the Old West.
Right.
That's what I figured.
Good, Bill. You know, the sheriffs of the time, the outlaws, in particular, Pat Garrett and William Bonney. As a matter of fact, he read every single book that we have in here on Billy the Kid and was still asking for more. Then, all of a sudden, this boy turns into a model prisoner. I mean, good manners, quiet, helping out.
Hey, look at this. This is made of spark plugs. Isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, very, very.
How about that? What you were saying. Tell me, what do you think made him change?
I don't know. I haven't got the slightest
You have no idea?
No. But one thing that you should know
What?
is that he does not communicate with anybody at all. I mean, no one. He just has gone into himself. He has just cut out the prison, his fellow convicts, myself, everything. And what makes that so difficult is that in a prison this size, a psychiatrist doesn't have time to try to get inside the mind of every inmate.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
So when he stops making trouble, you just let up on him and go on to your harder cases.
Right.
That's working out. I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is this, that Billy tried to create a whole new world for himself. I mean, one that he could function in, you know, with just basic principles, like Billy the Kid. I mean, just primitive, blunt, just black and white values.
So when he hit the armored truck, that was just sort of true to character.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was Billy the Kid. I mean, what's an armored truck if it's not a modern counterpart of the stagecoach?
And a train is a train. Well, what about his son? Why would he take the boy?
I don't know. I haven't got the slightest idea. But there is one thing I can tell you about that is that it is not good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what do you think he expects of that youngster? I mean, he could be in an awful lot of trouble.
Tell me something. Did he ever say what he was going to do, or, I mean, where he was going to go after he left here?
No, not that I recall. But I've got a pretty good hunch.
Yeah? Well,
Where would Billy the Kid go?
well, he'd go somewhere away from people.
Right.
That's for sure, you know. I mean, maybe someplace in the country.
Now, look, do you know where his parents are buried?
His parents?
Yeah, I think Billy said at least once that his parents were buried somewhere near here.
That's very interesting. Billy Dobbs' parents died when he was a very small child. He was raised in a home.
Checks out, Sam. Billy was an orphan and grew up in a state home. Here you go.
Okay, thank you. Hey, J.J., where was William Bonney's mother buried?
Silver City, New Mexico. I've seen her grave.
What about his father?
William Bonney Sr.?
Yeah.
I don't think Billy'd be hanging around his grave. He died in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Yep, here it is right here. He's buried in a cemetery on the old circular road right outside Coffeyville.
Here's the information from the Cattleman's Bank. There's a train coming in with a large amount of cash at 7:05 a.m. today.
Okay, hey, just wait a minute.
What is it?
Old Circular Road.
Doggone it, Sam. He couldn't be in Coffeyville.
Well, I thought the name sounded familiar. Take a look at that. It's a ghost town just outside of Bainesboro.
Holy Methuselah, the old circular road. We got one right here.
Come on, let's go.